Guy, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. Sara bhando ke
He would be good fun. He's quite
I
funny.
called him the next day and I'm like, kya bhook tu?
How sad. Okay, welcome to... I don't know, I'm so excited. Okay, welcome to Cyrus Says. But we have a great guest today. I always say great guest before we talk, because who knows what will happen.
Yeah, अभी पता ही लग गया लोगों को great happen.
Great.
Best
Great तो बोला.
Yeah,
बोलना
best.
पड़ेगा actually. You should never be disrespectful before.
Yeah.
I was a bitch 20 minutes after the guest leaves.
Perfect.
What's your rule?
I don't.
You don't bitch at all.
But mic सब चला रहने का and like camera सब हट जाने का. I'll reach home and then I'll tell my wife.
अरे यार. But
then I know for sure they can't hear.
Can you put that in a podcast and send it back to us? We have something. Let me introduce you. It's Siddhaarth. And how do you say the last name?
Aalambayan.
Aalambayan.
Yes.
Okay, I got very confused because, and I know this is a great story for you because we did some research. I actually did some research. There's a lot of people in your background.
Yes.
I'm just confused. Dad is from Haryana.
Yeah.
Mom is from somewhere else. Gwalior, brought up in Telangana. Sorry,
Yes.
Andhra, which is now Telangana.
Yeah.
So we've got regional issues as well.
Yeah.
So tell us, what's the background exactly?
Yeah, it's a rehearsed answer. And like it's one of those things where I switch personalities as soon as somebody asks me. So if you, where are you from? Mumbai.
Oh, politically, your choice correct.
Full chameleon.
Style.
Yeah. So
Superb.
basically, Haryanvi because dad's from there. Gwalior because like super history lover, mom's from there. Hyderabad, I was born and brought up in. But Bombay, I've now been in, for Mumbai, I've been in 13 years.
You can say Bombay.
Yeah, but
कोई नहीं
feeling,
सुनता है. Podcast कोई नहीं सुनता. Political people don't listen to this. You can say Bombay.
yeah.
Abbas can't say Bombay.
Yeah.
Because he's Abbas. Remember that. You can say it.
Yeah, so but my wife's Bengali was born in Bihar.
See the way you
moved
say
to Delhi.
Bengali.
Yeah.
Yo,
you have
you're
to be
very-
authentic.
You're actually a snob. Do you realize
Yeah.
that?
Because some Bengalis may be listening.
Fair enough, bro.
They'll be
And I think
authentic.
Bengalis will love it when you say that little bit correctly.
Yeah.
It's a choti cheez hai life, man. It'll make people happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
That's what I told my wife. Sorry, take that away.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue. So essentially went to Bangalore.
I'll come back later.
Went to Bangalore and studied journalism and now we live in Bombay. So it's like it's a full pan-Indian thing. Na mas maja aata hai
But
public
isn't that great? I'm also like from mixed heritage and all that. When you're like mixed, it's great fun because like you said, you can take whichever side you want depending on which tribe you're with or which tribe is liked better there or whatever and all that. And thirdly, in a way, there's no identity. So ultimately, you're one of the few Indians in India. Because that's what we are. We don't have any other identity.
It's like the belly button, right?
Yeah,
Sab udhar hi jaake aa jata hai.
Yeah,
So sometimes you're like, why is this there, as a thing? But it is there. It's in the right in the middle.
Of course, with Abbas, who will come later on the show, I couldn't find the belly button. The other day we were, for lack of
common problem. All
common
three of us
problem.
could have.
He said, Brocha, aja, madad dena. And so me, Silvery, we picked this, we pulled that. He's making faces. He's off camera right now, but he's making faces. He's not happy. He'll come back with a Russian accent. He's there in the background. Siddharth, let's get to the journey. Enough of the ethnicity and all that. So obviously you're a funny guy, you're a chilled guy, but the biodata was just too long. I'll be frank.
Yeah, which is...
I had an omelette. I had 7 minutes. I read as much as I could. I ended at this point, which was the first paragraph.
Super.
And there's so much after that. And you've done so many things. And there's so many brands mentioned. And I mean, you worked for, I don't know, it's like, God, we don't have time to talk about you, frankly. Do you have anything else?
It was one of those things I submitted to an award. I got the award. And then I was like, यही लिखा हुआ है.
All the bloody awards also mentioned. I was thinking
Yeah.
should we talk about the awards, but you won too many. So it's a little embarrassing.
It's a good thing.
Because we won none. So it's just a one-sided conversation.
I'm sure you won something somewhere.
No, Baba. Potato race. I came second. There was only one person taking part.
I used to come very like, I played national swimming, but my last आया.
You don't say played, huh? तेरी अंग्रेज मेरी हिंदी का जैसा है.
Yeah.
You played swimming means what?
I did. I was thinking of the word, and then it didn't come. So I was like, "Makia played."
I didn't say I played breaststroke, and that sounds really vulgar.
Yeah. Which is मैं breaststroke ही करता था.
breaststroke ही करता था.
And I did freestyle because now you're there in the competition, might as well try.
I won a breaststroke 50 meters by a nipple, literally that close.
Yeah, imagine now I came last.
Yeah.
But I still tell people I went to nationals. So like
College,
representation.
where there's no swimming pool, but so you swimming background.
Yeah, a bunch
That's
of
not
swimming.
in the. Imagine it's a huge biodata, and there's no mention of swimming, and that's all we're talking about so far.
Yeah, but it's fun. But essentially, I was acting when I was a child. So that changed.
You mean you were an adult?
No, so child actor, no.
I was pretending to be a kid. What's going on?
I was playing Nandita Das's and Rajat Kapoor's son
In which film?
in Shyam Benegal's Hari Bhari.
Oh,
98.
yeah, I read that actually.
Yeah.
I read that. Yeah.
So basically that
So I could have been
forays me
your
into
dad in
cinema.
that film. I'm just trying to do the maths. Yeah.
You could have been, but Rajat Kapoor के level की acting करनी पड़ती ना.
That low.
No, it's not Rajit.
Oh shit, that's unnecessary. Rajit, I like you both. This guy is the bad guy.
I like them. I like them both as well. So anyway,
it's a tough one to separate them, though, because I have to keep explaining who you're talking about.
Yes.
Byomkesh Bakshi.
Correct.
How do you explain?
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's played something really big.
Which
he played
one?
Sarabhai in the latest space film.
Did he play Gandhiji?
He probably has played Gandhi also.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Gandhi and a very good one. No, he
Let him
played
come on
Nehru.
the podcast.
He played Nehru in.
Let's get that right. Brother, people fight over small things in this country.
No. He played Nehru in the Rocket Boys web series.
Yeah.
And he's played
I felt that was a odd title.
Rocket Boys.
Yeah, I just felt it sounded odd.
For us, maybe. For the Gen Z,
Rocket
it's
Boy kaun bola tha yaar? I mean,
new
this
age,
is-
na? Thoda
You
aisa
think?
अलग रखने का नाम.
He's like an Avenger from those days. Here he is, Rocket Boy.
Yeah, that's Marvel's a different like segue altogether.
Uh-huh.
उसमें घुसे तो भाई 1.5 घंटा उधर जाएगा.
You like that?
I love it. I love Marvel.
Let's talk Marvel. Screw your career.
Now I'm tripping on She-Hulk since yesterday night, so that's.
Yeah, I didn't like it, bro.
You didn't like it.
I
See,
got
that's why you're
15
boomer.
I don't know if I'm a boomer because I like Lou Ferrigno ka Hulk मुझे पसंद है. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No, I've read
Yeah.
the comics, but
No, I'm saying it's so antiquated in terms of what you can see visually and all that. But I love that. Then all the way down to who's the last guy? Before
yeah,
this guy.
Mark Ruffalo se
नहीं,
पहले.
उसके पहला.
The guy who was there in the
Famous
first two
actor,
films.
Norton, Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Huh?
He
So,
started the film.
up to that it was great. This Ruffalo has come and it's all gone berserk for me. And She-Hulk is like a drama, man. It's like a... Firstly, how can Hulk be anything but angry? I don't want him to ever be nice.
Yeah, he has
Talking
so
full
many
sentences
emotions now.
To-
He's kind also.
Kill me. See what I did? I broke the mic
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
this. Hulk can't be that. It's a paradox. Don't you think?
I'm just like accustomed to what they've shown me.
You
I've
just like
moved
women
them
with
with
muscles who are green in color.
It was a different new image on screen, right?
What version were you watching?
It's the same She-Hulk we have all watched.
Back to your story, sir, please. otherwise
Essentially,
I'm fired.
so cinema has been like there.
No,
since
you were
I was
child
6.
prodigy. Let's call
no,
her-
I don't know if I was.
You're
but
acting
like,
with these big Nanita Das, Rajit Kapoor, Shyam Benegal. I mean, these are big names. Parallel cinema. As it
they
was
introduced me
called
to
in those days.
non-veg is the best thing that happened.
What? You didn't eat non-veg before that?
No, I was a full vegetarian household.
You're Haryanvi, but no?
Yeah, but like
Most of the wrestlers come from
Arey,
there.
I'm Sharma ji ka beta.
Oh, you're Sharma ji ke beta.
So the Aalambayan is a
The
gotra.
caste issue.
Yeah.
We don't allow Brahmins on this show, bro. Off you go. Abbas! We minorities stick together.
Hey, this is a very secular room, okay?
Used to be. Then you like She-Hulk. That's the problem, not the food. So you
essentially-
never touched non-veg?
I hadn't, and then there was a scene where my mother Nandita Das has
on
to feed.
camera?
Yeah, so I was just like
And Shyam Benegal wanted it to be authentic.
authentic. He cooked the mutton himself.
Today he would be arrested.
Yeah.
There'll be enough people saying force the guy
He's
to do non-veg.
87, so like.
But they'll give a weekend in. 87,
yeah.
88, yeah.
And he's making a film still.
Yeah.
So like.
For vegetarians to balance it out.
No, it's a Bangladeshi film. Definitely can't be full
shit.
vegetarian.
He's never coming back to India. Oh.
So essentially, a bunch of films. I did 3 films, 6 serials, and I was acting till about 2006-8. So about 10 years of acting.
So full career as a prodigy, as a child. Up to what age would this be? 15.
Yeah, 15, 16. And then like which engineering करेंगे.
IIT मम्मी डैडी का हुक्म.
नहीं पूरा हैदराबाद का हुक्म. So like
that's
if
true.
you
I didn't
know
want to
us-
get into
yeah,
that. Yes,
yeah.
that's fair enough. Yeah.
The whole city is peer pressure.
Yeah.
It's not
So
just
what
like
is
you.
Hyderabad engineering, Patna would be IS. If we've got 4 or 5
Yeah, yeah.
stereotypes which still stay.
Perfect. It sticks.
Spursh has antecedent in, he could have been an IAS, but that's gone. He's now a musician.
Dude, Delhi has a whole area which seems like everybody there is doing IAS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everybody's preparing.
But Delhi also is an area where everybody thinks their father is somebody. That's important.
No, that's all of Delhi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, Gurgaon. As we like
Now
to call it.
Gurgaon and Noida also. Yeah, perfect.
Back. So up to 15, 16, you're doing these films, TV serials, shows, everything. And then you decide to do engineering because suddenly...
No, I did not. I was supposed to.
Hyderabad.
So I did coaching. I went to like from a massive school which had playgrounds and everything. I went to like a 4-floor coaching center which had like railings, like jail type railings.
I went from MTV to IVM. Please understand.
You had floors.
Shit
Now you have a
happened.
room. Yeah, which is super. But like, y'all were our escape, bro. Like, we were like, maa kya ke hatao.
Don't
Kuch bhi
blame
dikhao
me for
mere ko.
taking up engineering. You had a great career. You're working with the big names, the actual artists of India. You know, I mean, you can't ask for more.
No, so the thing is, look at us. Like, I can say it now, there's a camera as well. But like, when in 2005-6, there weren't as many character artists per se, right? Like, if you were certain like shape and size, you were being cast into certain roles. You weren't being the hero or the big dude.
Are you saying
in the film.
Nawazuddin is not an attractive man?
But Nawaz Bhai came much later, na?
So who's the one who broke the stereotype? I can't even remember.
Yeah, probably Anupam Kher's and Nasiruddin Shah's and Nawaz.
But they are
would
like
be.
they are like everyman. They're everyman looking guy. You're talking about being fat or being distinctly different looking.
You know why?
Anupam Kher and Nasir, you don't remember them because they're not John Abraham.
Yeah.
But they're like normal.
True.
Would you say that?
True.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, Anupam, of course, has his views. Nasir has his views, and
Yeah.
they're opposed views. Abbas and you have views, and
Yes.
they're opposed views.
Their views.
Are you a liberal or are you a radical?
No, liberal.
Damn you.
Yeah.
Not this show.
Mm.
This is a conservative show. Please. Shaddis Nikalo. That's the other title for the show.
Orange क्यों नहीं पहन के?
Orange तो है, lighting की बात है.
हाँ बस मैं तो orange ही पहना था.
Mine is pure orange.
मेरा फूल भी है देखो.
Or as Parsi say, santra. My mom used to say, what color? The guy would ask, कौन सा रंग का शर्ट है? वो सफेद है, नीला है, and संतरा.
Yeah. So like essentially, I was not cast as Ganesha because I wasn't fat enough.
The Muslim and a Parsi here. Just
Yeah,
can
I'm
you
just
do
telling
the story
you.
on your own.
I'm Brahman, no, so I can say.
We have no reaction. Watch, no reaction. Abbas, no reaction. No reaction.
Essentially, I didn't get cast, but that wasn't the thing. It was about कि भाई पढ़ाई करो, degree जरूरी है ना.
The fact of the matter here is that in middle class India,
Yeah.
whatever you do, however talented you might be, Gopi Chand or
Anything.
top of the badminton fraternity, but you have to go back to the education. It
Yeah.
just, I can't think of anyone who didn't. It's actually people from poorer sections who escaped that
Yeah.
with their prodigy talent and all that.
हाँ वो सीधा 19 साल में ओयो रूम खोल दिया है.
Exactly, and also there's no option. Just take a
Yeah.
chance with your life kind
Perfect,
of thing. But we
perfect.
guys, isn't that there? That you
Also, if you're taught risk, na,
Yeah.
like this is the risk that
Yeah.
if you don't do this,
Yeah,
this
you're
could
right.
happen.
You've put it correctly. Risk averse.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're boxed,
We are
which is why my sister who plays for the symphony
Oh,
never
let's
went to
talk about
school.
her for me. What's her name?
Gaurangi Aalambayan.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I come from a family who love classical music. So
She plays the viola.
She plays the viola. Abbas doesn't even know what that is. He thinks that's French for violin because you don't say the owner at the end. It's a totally different instrument.
But the untrained ear can't tell the difference between like maybe a cello you can, but
Yeah.
like a viola, violin and
And
वो दो तीन और है ना उधर वो रास्ते पे.
yeah.
वो उनका नाम नहीं आते समझ.
yeah. He's acting dumb. Huh? He's doing the opposite of the blonde dumb bimbed thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My sister will hate me for this, but like this is.
No, but I
what
think
it
it's
is.
great, bro. It's so nice to have someone like that in your family. It's a very, very rare thing. We don't have that many classical musicians, and she's probably done really well for herself.
Yeah,
They
she's
make
from
good
the
money.
SOI.
Good money, symphony of.
Oh, super money.
It's a retainer, right? How do
Yeah,
they pay?
retainer. They get like house rent allowance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to stay in a Kolaba home. So I was like, why are you stupid? You don't want to stay in a Kolaba home? What's up with you? Like,
Anything better than a Malba Hill home if you're in South Bombay because that's where
Yeah.
the chief minister lives and we can't move.
correct.
Those guys are everywhere. They're cops and bodyguards. Have I ever mentioned this before? Let me say it now then to this audience. Sorry, sir, this is the way we talk.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm super.
I want
I'm
to get
just
to
trying
Bombay
to-
journey, but I am very interested with this whole thing. Your background, your sister, your whole. I love these stories of prodigies who are forced to study
Yeah.
because nobody ever learns in India about that. And there's so many stories of famous people today who are great at what they do, and
Correct.
their education has nothing to do with it. Like
Nothing.
zero.
Nothing. So
I mean,
then I
like-
had to get in the education to make something
Yeah.
like happen. Like
Yeah.
I got into IIT, but it was an extended merit
What
list.
a show off. I hope Abbas is on camera because I'm looking here like if there's nobody there.
Yeah,
it's
but like
madness.
they know some udhar there is a look that goes.
Lighting him takes more time, so I don't know if he's there. This guy's lazy. He's okay. We can pull punches.
We're the same color tone, so
He's
he's lit.
He's a Muslim in India in 2022. He's used to a few blows here, bro. What are you gonna do, right? Yeah.
No, essentially, the extended merit list meant you get the last 4 of the IITs.
You're in or not?
I wasn't in.
Last war means?
Last
Is
war
it-
matlab like-
what she
it was
called
like
it,
the
Abbas? Kharagpur.
No,
No, what
those
does
are
it
still
mean?
good.
Kharag.
Khargarpur.
Khargarpur. Khargarpur. We Kajol, may she rest in peace. Wonderful talent. Sorry. Is that one of the 4?
No. These were beyond the 4.
Oh, it's not an IIT campus.
It was not an IIT.
So what is it? IIL?
It's like ITBHU.
What is it? Hostel?
No, it's a great
Hostel में पढ़ाई
college.
करो.
And nothing against them, but like मेरे को लगा ये क्या भाई consolation type दे रहे हो आप मेरे को? ये नहीं चाहिए. And then it
So it's
hits
like
you.
one league below,
It's something
but you're
else.
still getting an engineering degree.
It's like 2nd, 3rd, 4th list or something.
Oh, what a country, man!
Yeah.
You've destroyed the confidence of the person there only by putting them in the 2nd tier.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 4 tiers for the comedians also. We'll come back to that. Yeah.
So there's AIEEE,
हाँ.
जिसमें मेरा बहुत ही बलता rank आया, like
Okay.
1.5 lakh something.
Wow.
Yeah,
हाँ.
but this I was like good, decent numbers.
5.
Yeah, no, decent numbers, not like one single digit, double digit. That's show off.
Yeah.
I would have said the rank first then. Air XYZ.
So what was it? This
Mine was
figure?
some 30,000.
Sorry, bro. I was building you up to be this great prodigy.
Which is why I had to say
the acting. Acting was good. Acting was good. Yeah.
Cinema. I have a
so-
tattoo says cinema.
What does it say? It says
Cinema.
cinema in Hindi.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just done Devanagari because of the government.
No.
You just written cinema, English word in Hindi. What sense does it make? What is Hindi for cinema?
Cinema का हिंदी चालचित्र.
Chalchitra. That's just picture. Cinema.
चलता हुआ चित्र ना.
That's moving picture.
Yes, which is what
But that's
cinema
a
is.
translation. Cinema is from a French word. Abbas, when he joins us, will explain it to us. I'm sure because he'll have time to Google till he comes on and get it right by then. Yeah. All right. So
I don't do engineering. I come to Bombay and I do mass media.
what a F up.
Yeah.
How can people talk about that in a cocktail party?
Yeah.
Mera beta mass media. It sounds like a
Yeah, it
might
was
as well
like
be a mera
glorified
beta-
arts.
Well, it's like catering kitchen section. I mean, it's not much.
Yeah, glorified BCom.
Huh. So what do your parents say to that? Frankly, because they go IIT and then
No, they're like something. You know what? Somebody in Hyderabad actually asked them, "Is this some kind of new engineering?"
Hyderabad upmarket
They said
society
media
must be painful,
engineering.
no? If you're not getting into the colleges.
Yeah. But I'd gone to the US before, so for them that's consolation prize.
And you lug out. US में क्या?
US में सामने से बुलाया public मेरे को.
Oh.
I'd done some groundwork,
The
some
American
NGO
sharp
work.
was better, you're saying.
No, so I was doing some NGO work because I'd become some decently famous as a child actor. So people
But
would be
what
like,
were you doing in America?
No. I'm coming up to that. I'm leading up to that.
I'm
Full
really
storytelling, na. Ha. I would help children get
Slow for
into.
me.
I would help kids get into school,
Yeah.
government school that they would have just gotten into if they would have wanted to.
Huh.
And I realized they wouldn't go to school because उनका पूरा टट्टी पेशाब का scene was very like problematic. These are slum
This
dwellers.
is like IVM. I can't believe this. You brought up something, the elephant in the room. Please clean our toilets. Rishi, if you're listening.
So essentially, education and sanitation were things that I had taken up as a teenager. The global teen leaders or the 3-dash community
You're so
called
West
me.
friendly, I can't believe it. Third world country, talking about sanitation, how we must improve the girl child. You think of the 5-6 things you know to get your Padma Shri in America.
I didn't know that. It works. It
Of course it works.
Yeah.
Abbas, note down. Yeah.
No, but so Nile Rodgers was a mentor. Basically, he
Google Nile Rodgers so I can act intelligent.
dude like अपना Get Lucky सुना है?
Of course.
हाँ वो उसका गिटार 3 Emmy.
Emmy Google. Bro, stop talking. You're embarrassing me, man.
So essentially, because I'd gone to the US,
Huh.
everybody in the yoga class that me and my father used to go to was like, बेटे का US वीजा लगा 5 साल का लगा जीत गया भाई आपका बेटा और क्या
This is a
चाहिए?
great sitcom, brother. You're going to have a yoga class. You're going to have people. This is like a good ad. Yeah.
Yeah, so like my dad and I would go to yoga class and everybody was like, he didn't get into IIT, no problem. He's going to US. What else do you want? He's taking you with him for free to New York.
Wow.
You're going to be staying in Manhattan. Wow.
That's
So
super.
then sorted.
Actually, cut to Queens.
Yeah,
Dad didn't make it.
No,
Yeah.
real Manhattan only. We got weekly allowance also.
Wow.
So essentially getting trained into how to build your
You had
NGO
quite
or
an
something.
interesting life. I should have read the biodata because it's all over the place, How you landed
Yeah.
up. We're trying to come to Bombay journey, which we will hopefully in the next
Correct.
5 minutes. But it's got nothing to do with your life.
Nothing.
Your life has been all over the place. And then now you sound like an entrepreneur. Because you're like a social entrepreneur.
Yeah,
with
social
with a good heart kind of thing, which we don't know if it's a Matabi thing or not. But if it's not, as a marketing gimmick, it's fantastic. I just think it's a little easy to fool the West with certain
I
labels.
just realized about ATG. That thing is superb.
Yeah.
If I knew it then, it changed my life.
It already changed your life. You were okay without it. It's
Yeah,
still
I'm
good,
okay
still
without
good.
it,
Yeah,
like,
still
yeah.
good.
But essentially, I wanted to go back to cinema in whatever manner. So I
Right.
started doing behind the camera shit.
Okay.
So I was doing
One sec,
making of.
Let's cut now. We're in America.
So
you're doing that.
2008
successful
America
stint there.
happens. Yes,
Yeah.
They teach me how to build an NGO.
Yeah.
I come back and then
Find brown people.
Yeah.
Then put money on table.
yeah, no, but elections are around the corner, so they're actually doing good
Yeah.
for these people.
Yeah. As
Vote,
against India, man.
vote bank है ना मस्त बहुत
अच्छा।
लंबा चौड़ा सर 13,000 लोग एक साथ
शर्मा जी शर्म की बात है.
so immediately my efforts are looking into vote bank तो मेरे को नहीं करना पड़ रहा and I moved cities to Bombay so I can't do anything that I was doing in Hyderabad before and I started doing we did Kachre ka Raja and Kachra King in Bombay. We would have a guy wear like a
Yeah,
guinea
this
bag
is
and put kachra
college,
on top.
school
Yeah,
stuff.
full
Yeah.
college. Every
Yeah,
year
yeah, yeah.
we would do some
What is
like
it? Everybody's done this.
everybody did it.
I always thought maybe it's only my school, but it's like
No, you also gave a quote for it.
I'm sure. I have finally got to play the king here. Kachra.
No, essentially, Wilson, while I was studying, I was also doing a lot of behind the scenes for films, assisting and all of those things. And I kept doing that for a lot of time as an assistant director. Did a bunch of films and all of those things. And I did cine plays with, again, Nandita Das. So basically, 98 I'd worked with her. Then I worked with her in
10 years
2015.
later.
Yeah.
15, 20 years
yeah,
ago almost.
15,
Wow.
16 years.
Did she recognize you?
She said, stop saying that you played my son. You know, you look like you're a big adult now. I look old.
Wow, your chances of dating Nandita Das went out of the window in 2 minutes.
Yeah, she was married.
You learn
already.
nothing from our show. Always say nice things to the ladies.
Yeah, no, there were other ladies on this show. वैसे भी फिल्म सेट पे बहुत कम रेशियो होता है भाई. It's very like limited. You have a lot of men and very little women. Like.
You come to IVM and made that observation. Have you
Yeah,
seen a
look
woman
at us.
here? We don't even know what it looks like. We're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, have you seen woman? What it looks like?
It's just from the reception area you can see a bunch
Reception
of
में
women.
आदमी है.
आदमी नहीं, उसके beyond अगर देखो तो आप.
वो ladies नहीं है, vendor होगा.
अच्छा अच्छा.
They come and go. They don't count, yeah. They're
Oh,
not permanent. Is not allowed.
Oh.
It's almost. I wouldn't want to say the same sexual preference lifestyle, but it's like that.
Yeah.
If you look at Rishi and the
Everybody
boys,
else.
just look at the way they walk, talk.
Yeah.
Clear. Why are we discussing this?
Anyway, so I started making documentaries because I still went to Dharavi a lot because, you know, that's where I saw my work happening.
Again, you hit the right thing. This
Yeah.
whole social bend of mind and all.
I don't know why I end up like
Dharavi-
there.
Yeah, maybe you're saying it's not planned.
It's like one
Like
of
you
those
don't see
things.
how good the idea is till you've done it. But now all these ideas seem really good because internationally and nationally,
Yeah.
these are good places to go to.
Correct.
But the moment you say Dharavi is dynamic,
Yeah.
it's poor still, but it's like a blossoming, strong.
No,
robust
it's not poor
area.
at all. There's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
multi-storied
Correct,
slums.
bro. They've got good gyms.
They've got amazing gyms.
Yeah.
Everybody has a dish.
Yeah,
Everybody has like 56
and they work
inches
hard.
TV.
They work hard.
Really
They make
hard.
lots of money,
Really
more money
hard.
than us guys.
Yeah.
Abbas moved to Dharavi. We won't get into stuff. Very tough.
So essentially, I did a lot of work.
It's like
in that.
IIT. You'll get to a smaller place in Mulund or something later. Huh.
Is there an IIT Mulund? No.
No, not yet.
Powai.
We'll make one just for me and Abbas. Powai is bad enough, Baba. Yeah.
No, essentially, so a lot of interesting work in Dharavi. And then I moved to the corporate Zindagi purely because it was one of those things where I was making documentaries. And you know Mami, na? The film festival.
And Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Mumbai, something like
I've
moving
attended-
image.
I've attended them. My wife loves cinema.
Yeah.
I'm forced to watch everything in Iran, South Korea, Vietnam,
Perfect.
Czech Republic. All these films just go on and on with no story.
Yeah.
The sunset, sunlight, two men walking on a beach talking very slowly and softly. What is with French films and soft talking?
No, it's a
Nobody
lot
ever
of those
shouts
films in
there.
the festivals.
They don't have no shouting culture.
By end May, there'll be a whale on the beach dead with a
Yeah.
lot of blood.
Yeah.
You're like,
But
"Maa,
even the
kya-
whale doesn't make sounds.
how did it come to this?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
And they make fun of Hindi cinema. You give me Akshay Kumar any day. Look at the kind of dialogues we have given.
Yeah.
Look at this.
He's doing another biopic. I just saw a photo
About a
in the
whale?
morning. No, about the guy who made Deccan Air.
Wow.
Surari Pottaru.
Okay.
Ka Hindi.
That was the only success in the budget airlines till
Yes,
Indigo.
yes.
Honestly, because Kingfisher Red brought down everything, by the way. That was his big mistake. I told Vijay Bhai. I said, don't do this. He didn't listen to me.
He's called Balya in the film,
he?
not Malya.
How intelligent.
How original.
Beautifully spun. Yeah. Okay,
Nobody will
listen.
get it.
Bombay Journey.
Yes.
Hurry up with your story. Your story
Yes,
is never ending.
I'm almost there.
अभी
I'm almost
corporate पे
there.
आ गए.
अभी आ गया ना तो
corporate
corporate
में फंस गया.
ये कैसा मालूम है कि I made documentaries. I submitted a lot to Mami,
Hmm.
and they didn't realize I'd done different roles in each films. So 3 of my films were in Mami, competing.
See, you're too good an actor for these kind of shows. That's the problem. You got to be really loud with your brand. Na? You got to have like versatility. Huh?
Yeah, somehow it all worked.
Yeah.
So then the media director happened to be from Reliance, who was sponsoring the whole thing. And he also happened to move from Reliance to Network 18,
Yeah.
which is where I went into Network 18.
Okay.
I just had
And
to
now
bring in
Reliance
the
owns
Viacom.
Network 18.
Yes.
So, ouch.
They had bought it right then.
There you go.
Oh, so it was easier. I said,
So I
"Jack."
work for both.
I know, which is why I
TV show we do.
slid it.
I have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Because half of my less income comes from there, and the other half of my less income comes from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
super. Dal roti chalna chahiye.
I wouldn't say maybe just the dal.
Yeah.
Diwali ke time mein maybe.
Yeah, some peanuts.
Yeah. Peanuts and dal. This is real Anglo-Indian diet. Huh? I'm a England, mate.
No, I'm just plugging like your life.
Plug,
also.
plug,
Yeah,
plug,
yeah,
beta.
super,
We're going to
super.
die anyway. Just have a couple of laughs. Come on.
So,
Yeah.
so essentially, we built a bunch of IPs there, which would have other people starring and hosting, and I would produce them. And then I was like, "ये तो मैं भी कर सकते हैं." Then that moved to Times.
You're like a bully. You go to the
Yeah.
next thing, I'll take over.
No. When you're directing actors, also you're like, as a director, you're like, "Do this," and then they don't understand, and then you do it, and then they're like, "Oh, like that," and then do it, and then you're like, "Perfect."
I
Which
find
kind
that
of
whenever I've directed, it's the only time I really feel clearly that people are choots.
Yeah.
You know, that thought comes to your head. You know, because,
So true. I
because
can't
they
say
ask
this
the
out
most
loud, but-
ridiculously stupid questions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, stupid, really stupid. Shall I walk from behind that chair? I'm like, how does that even matter? With his in front, behind, round, I mean, and that's a huge issue. Abbas, you asked me that.
It's from point A to point
B. It was
B.
an audio podcast, and why really? Well, the footsteps should be correct.
Yeah.
Wait, he's going to come on in a minute.
No, what is my motivation to walk at this speed?
No, motivation is the bad.
माँ क्या चलना भाई?
Exactly. Yeah.
Frame पकड़, focus ले, acting कर, खत्म.
Although my friend Kunal Vijayakar is the worst director I've ever met because he does the female voice for the female actress.
Oh, wow.
So he'll be like, try this way, na? हाँ मैं इधर से भाग गई हूँ. I'm like, you sound like Amar Singh, I mean, just. And then how do you... And it's a serious line.
Yeah.
So that's dead for everyone on the set. Like, the way the guys react.
And then the actor is supposed to go...
But poor thing is saying it and we're all laughing as she starts talking. 20 takes.
Super.
Unbelievable.
So, I didn't know Kunal Vijayakar directs.
He doesn't either. He has no idea what he's doing. Alcohol can change a man, yeah. Okay. Listen, I need to get to Bombay.
We're done. So I moved to Folk,
yeah,
where I was heading all of videos,
yeah,
and we're making ads and
so
doing
you're
branded
like a CEO
content.
there.
No. I'm the chief of content.
So CCO.
CC नहीं आया मेरे पास, head of content. तो HOC, whatever.
HOC. Doesn't sound that good. Can I go back to CEO?
Yeah, CCO.
It sounds great.
Yeah,
CCO.
CEO, whatever ना, chief
CCO
content
sounds like you're
officer.
sending a mail.
अभी मैं बॉस को फोन करता बोलता है कि भाई
Boss
प्लीज.
कौन है?
समर वर्मा.
Samar Verma.
Yeah.
वो कौन है?
What है ना नाम में.
Sounds good.
बस that's it.
Just give it a plug. Yeah, Samar. It was the summer of Verma.
Yeah, so this guy had been at Network 89 times, so he knew
Check
the
you still
culture
have a
of
job
the
after the podcast.
which is why I'm doing the plug.
You keep saying nice things.
Yeah. So basically, he said, this show that you're thinking of, you're thinking of an ambassador. I think we should make it cooler cars.
Yeah.
Because I wanted like
I love
OG
the
Bombay
ambassador. I love
and
ambassadors.
Padmini.
Huh.
But ambassador का side का gear रहता है ना.
Oh, wow.
So I can't do a stick shift.
Bro,
You
all your
can.
muscle comes from there. All your
ऐसे से भी आता है.
my mother used to drive it.
Really?
Tough woman. All the women of 70s and 80s growing up in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, all these places, if they drove a car, they had to drive the ambassador.
Correct.
They're all strong. Forearms well developed and everything. Superb, yeah.
Yeah, similarly, you go to Haryana, they do the Atlas cycle and Bhais. So similar
But that's
arms.
because they don't know they have to ride it. They carry it, no?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a break, then we'll come back. Abbas will join us in a second.
Hello! It's been a great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On This Round is on Me, Gauri is joined by Shweta Nanda. They talk about the financial independence and how it is to be a woman entrepreneur. On Anish Thing, Anish welcomes ultra-marathon runner Shivani Gharat. Shivani shares her journey of how she ran her first marathon, the mindset of a runner, and what it actually takes to run a full marathon. On Cock and Bull, Cyrus, Naveen, Akash and Shreyas talk about the Korean band BTS serving in the military and its repercussions. On Think Fast, Varun and Suchita discuss Wing Greens and their latest acquisitions and about the Indian sexual wellness market. And on Shunya One, Sheila Datya is joined by Dinika Bhatia, CEO and founder of Nuttigrities. They talk about coming from a business family and Dinika's journey in creating healthy and guilt-free snacking. Once again, don't forget to visit our merch store on ivmpodcast.com. We have some exciting new merch out there for you. Also, do follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And do remember to spread the word about these shows and any other shows you might be listening to. Appreciate them, rate them, and review them wherever you are listening to them. You can also check out all our other shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week. Volvo XC40 Recharge, Bumble, Heads Up for Tails, Kotak Privy League Program, and HDFC Mutual Fund. Thanks guys, without you this would not be possible.
Hello, I'm Cyrus Brocha. If you haven't heard of me, you're in a good space right now and I hope you stay there. I'm a big foodie though, and being a foodie is hard when you're a pet lover. Because have you tried eating a beautiful piece of chicken in front of your dog? I mean, there's no way your dog would let you have it without giving you that look. You know that look? You know what that look is? The cute one where, won't you share your food with your best friend look? The one where they stare at you with literal puppy dog eyes, with drool dripping down the side of their mouth because they want that bite and they are lonely and sad and hungry even though you fed them every 50 minutes for the whole day. And damn it, they're going to get it. It's almost impossible to not cave into those big bulging eyes of your fur babies. That's right. I call them my fur babies. And my own babies, I call them her babies. So I do what any good pet parent would. I visit the one-stop shop for all my pet care needs. Heads Up for Tails to get the best food and treats for my little bachas. Just visit www.headsupfortails.com or visit the Heads Up for Tails store today. I'm going, Baba. Doggy wants it right now. I'm going. Okay. We're back after a long break. With us is the one and only, we're talking about cycles, and Abbas himself cycles from, where is it? Bhayandar.
Baikla.
Baikala. How does he know
No, Baikala is
my house better than you?
Bhiwandi.
Bhiwandi, yes.
Second.
Yeah.
He's got 5-6 houses.
Arre
You can be a
Baba.
marathoner if you're doing Bhiwandi to Bandra.
But he'll need GPS. It's a
Yeah.
little complicated.
Yeah,
this structure.
very complicated.
Yeah. We haven't discussed Bombay journey, which is
I
why
know.
he's actually here.
Yeah.
And half the show, more than half the show we've done just talking about your life.
It's perfect.
But it's an interesting life. What can you do?
You do everything behind camera, nobody gives a fuck. You do one thing in front of camera, 2 saal mein famous.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Best.
Yeah. Or not famous. Have you seen Hello Friends?
It's garnering a cult following from
I'm
what I
sure.
hear. Yeah.
Like who's the guy who said if you can't be good, just be really bad. Really bad is also good in a way.
Yeah.
No, but don't we always remember the bad guy in the class? The guy who's really a duffer.
Yeah.
That guy you'll remember. I struggle with all the middle kids.
Like that bad film which has a movie about it also now.
D. Wood, what was that famous
It's
director?
crazy.
Ed
yeah.
Wood.
Ed Wood.
Yeah.
What is it? Johnny Depp film, no?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was a cult later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the films were that bad. So I have hope for the show also, this podcast.
Superb.
One day.
Yeah.
हम होंगे कामयाब.
एक दिन.
एक दिन.
Abbas आया ना.
मन में है अब्बास. पूरा
By the
है
way,
अब्बास.
I-
पूरा है अब्बास.
I know what a viola is. I just want to put it out
Yeah,
there.
is this sexual?
No, it's not
euphemism?
sexual.
Can I see your viola, young man? Can you play my viola, young man? sorry. Please don't let your sister hear this
Yeah.
podcast.
I don't think anybody has compared their privates to a viola before. This is the
Hey,
first.
Yeah.
you don't know, man. We have a wrong idea about what it is.
A trumpet, maybe.
What are you doing with the? Don't hijack the conversation.
What was that
phallic
song?
Symbols. Now we have to go
Can
to
you
every
blow
Western
my-
instrument.
No, a trombone I thought could have been like bone.
Can
and
you
no
blow
bone,
my
bone.
whistle now was a song.
मेरा तो harmonium. Okay.
Anyway,
Bombay Journey.
yeah.
Bombay Journey. So Bombay Journey, it's a show that it's. I don't want to, but that Seinfeld show's a bit like that. The
Yeah, there's
coffee with
2-3 shows like that.
comedians. There's also this Volvo show. On
Yeah.
Yeah, which is exactly like that.
original Volvo.
They came to us first.
XC40. Yeah. But you said yes.
No, we asked for too much money, I think.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
We asked
probably
for
why
no-
you got it.
Yeah.
They paid money.
I've been told. Shit.
Yeah.
We just got to drive the car.
We didn't have even
love
have
the
money
Volvo
to pay
though.
for the toll.
On only 3 out of 6 episodes. And 3, there was money to pay for the toll. This is not lying.
Yeah.
You can't make this up, bro.
Yeah.
That's why they're laughing because it actually happened.
But they don't they give you cars with fast tags there?
The fastag is there, but you have to borrow it.
Borrow
no?
it, of
Who's
course.
borrowing it?
You're supposed to figure.
You can't call the MD for that. You know,
Yeah.
it's just some joker in the lower ranks. Actually, the driver's fault.
Yeah.
And the driver, of course, is not with IVM. He's not even with Volvo, from what I gather now. Sorry, Bombay Journey. So where does the idea come from? And
Yeah, so because of this like multifaceted personality, all my relatives would come to Bombay, or my wife was new to Bombay, that time girlfriend. So I would show them around. And because I'd assisted in a lot of films and done all these like Sasta productions.
Achha, you're like tourist, Raju guide.
Yeah, full Raju guide.
Oh.
I could be on the blue bus. I've been calling them. BMC wali public, मेरे को लेके जाओ.
Not in the Mumbai heat, huh?
No.
It's all good in the 60s.
Now in the once
No, but some
October,
of the
November.
episodes, especially the ones around Juhu,
Convertible.
it's literally that. This is
Convertible.
Iska Bangla, this is Iska Bangla, this
But
is
that
Iska
would be,
building.
that
Yeah,
makes sense,
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Because Mumbai, I mean, actually even my cousins,
Yeah.
growing up in the 80s, so crazy about film stars. And we live in South Bombay. They I want to see Amitabh Bachchan's house. Amitabh Bachchan's house is like, we have to go, no, we're going to Surat, basically. We're going to Gujarat, you know. It's not possible. No, let's go. My dad was there. I can't get past Shivaji Park. Where am I going to find this Amitabh Bachchan
Even
house?
after the ceiling?
There was no ceiling back in the 80s,
back then.
Baba. We would get lost. I had an aunt called Nargis who lived in Juhu. That was the only time we would go to visit her.
Right.
But then to find Amitabh Bachchan's house, because you're following the sea and just going like Juhu aa gaya. His is not exactly there.
If I make an inside reference, so
Please,
the
please.
episode with the Baman Irani, he says that if you had to go outside of town, it was like
a plan.
तू Bombay में नहीं रहता
He was
है.
a
Like, you know, when you
Baikala boy.
lived.
Baman grew up in
Huh,
Baikala.
yeah.
Alexander Cinema.
I
Dude,
mentioned-
he's described not just Alexander Cinema, but every other cinema that existed there.
He
Abhi
watched
khali
every-
plot.
You know, he and Sajid Khan, India's most favorite Big Boss contestant, these two guys, if you ever spend time with them, they can name, Abbas is a big cinema guy, you're a big cinema guy,
Yeah.
They can, so just take what is the Johnny Depp film we just discussed?
Edward.
So Edward ka picture, you take the example, and they will tell you, forget director, actors, all that, dolly grip and all that.
Oh wow.
I don't know how. And then you can test them. You don't take Sholay. Take a film that you hardly remember. And then you just put the credits on and these buggers know it. I don't know how.
Oh wow.
And they used to fight over that.
I used to think I'm a cinephile until I met people like Abbas. Bhai, kuch nahi aata apne ko.
Then Abbas, that means Baman didn't show you his entire.
No,
Baman showed me a
that's my
bunch.
favorite episode. I told you also about it. He talks about the chips and everything. He mentions Kunal on the episode.
But Abbas, you were naked at the time, so I wasn't able to focus.
That's how I watch my TV.
I know, but I don't.
No, but all of this I would do and tell people and take them around to eat, because when you're in Mumbai,
So you,
you're
without
showing
knowing
them
it, you
off.
were doing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of all the AD work and life and like some films, I got
Everybody
some
wants-
money.
Yeah.
So I had bought a car very early on.
Which car was it?
EcoSport.
Oh, nice.
So decent car. So सबको दिखाने का, and I'll tell them that this is what it is, and C-Link where you're doing your pictures and everything. So when we had to start the show, I said something that has to be liked by the people, and I don't want the crew next to us behind camera.
Yeah.
Because
Like
they keep telling.
I mean, yeah, always interesting. Look at these three. Yeah. Really, I mean, I look like this the whole show. I do like this.
And if they're laughing, it's a good thing because
They're
everybody's
laughing
enjoying
at the
it.
right point, but
Yeah, and if they're like all dead, sleepy, taking photos, then the artist knows that इसको किसी को मजा नहीं आ रहा तो ये बुरा है, खत्म करो.
एक बात बोलूं? Do you realize how they're not paying attention? Because
They
whatever's
don't pay
happening, there's no reaction.
There is no
You
reason.
think you said a great line, there's no reaction.
So-
If somebody said an emotional line, there's no reaction. Especially I find when you're shooting shoots or ad films, the guy who's on the lights.
Yeah.
Once the guy fell in the middle of the whole thing. He
The
just fell
Tarapa is
asleep.
very
He fell
dangerous.
asleep.
That's
He fell
definitely
asleep.
a sign of
Abbas, he
not
fell
being
asleep.
interested.
I felt so bad that we must be so boring. What could be worse as an entertainer than a guy falls asleep and falls down? And that brought everybody awake. Huh? Everybody, ये तमाशा है अभी.
Yeah, it's a good thing वो baby जो पकड़ा था वो नहीं गिरी साथ में. Baby light है.
First point. Like ठीक है. Yeah,
हाँ,
right,
like,
first point.
आदमी गिरा है.
Rightly so.
उसका association union को phone करो.
India has too many people, too little light. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a fair point. Yeah. Sir, your story.
Anyway, so basically I would go around, take them to eat food, do this, all of those things, and ambassador नहीं किया तो फिर पद्मिनी सोचा. But then पद्मिनी अभी हटा दिया ना.
But when you no option, you have the top
Yeah.
gear which we grew up on, and you have then they got
Because
this fancy ground
New bigger one like.
which I took a little while to understand, being motor challenged.
Yes, the gear is a little
सर
difficult.
ऐसा 1 है, फिर ये 2 है,
हाँ.
फिर 3, right?
हाँ तो वो तो करना ही नहीं था, ये वाला करना था. But
ये वाला भी
essentially-
थोड़ा अलग है. It doesn't follow the same dynamic.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So essentially, Padmini was being dismantled.
Young people watching are like, what idiot. ये दो uncle, चाचा and mama. Huh.
No, so for us, we had made a documentary about the Padmini going, and there were illegal Padminis
I
coming to
love the
Mumbai.
Padmini. I miss
Yeah,
it.
it's gone.
Thanks. You confirmed, huh? Just checked. आ गया. 5 minutes हो गया.
And then we would get cool cars to review at Mashable. So if
You
for us
just
it
said
was
that Padmini is uncool.
no, like
Yeah.
Padmini is gone. ना अभी वो
Yeah.
cool uncool का नहीं वो तो logistically difficult हो जाता. So then we were like, let's do this in that. And not having the manager means we
So
don't
it's-
have anybody in the back.
Oh, nice.
So it's just the two of us going around. And the sound is also independent. They'll roll it and they'll keep it in the car. And then we're on the move. And then I can if they're enjoying it, I ask them, are you enjoying it? And then I get 10 more minutes or 15 more minutes.
What a sexual banter है, but फिर भी if you ask John Abraham that, people will appreciate it.
Yeah, no, John and I were
He's been
tripping.
on the episode.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. I know a little bit about the show. I'm not that dumb. See, when you cheat read, you read one line, then you miss 4 lines. Right? So
I
some
know, yeah,
information
yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
Now when you're a mugger, a nerd, a front bencher, Mrs. Sharma, मुझे ये वाक्य बताओ. It's not like that, alright?
Yeah, which is why the first paragraph and the last paragraph I wrote.
Right.
बाकी बीच का है copy pasted.
And the rest is the story of Akshay Kumar. He just put it in.
Yeah, no, so that's how we started.
But who was the first person you
The first
convinced
guy
for
I
this?
can't name,
Huh.
he got super stoned and never showed up the next morning.
Huh?
Yeah, he's a big music producer.
Oh, wow. Now the show has changed dynamics completely. We are now going on a mission. And Sparsh is a budding musician. So, I mean, this is important for him as the producer of the show.
He'll get it behind camera.
So,
the
so
name.
you're saying that was never shot?
Yeah,
that
it was never
episode?
shot. We actually landed up at his
Music
doorstep in the
producer,
morning.
matlab, producer, composer, both.
Yeah.
A producer means composer,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So he's very much a name then.
Yes,
Must
he's a name.
be if he was good enough to get them for the first
He used the word
episode.
producer to throw me. If he said composer, immediately I'd be thinking, Jatin Lalit.
That's what the new age people call
No, he's a new age guy who has family in the industry also.
Wow.
Now keep
I
guessing.
think
So it's not Vishal, it's not Shekhar, because they're South Bombay boys with no families. You're off. Ehsan Loy, off.
Vishal is a South Bombay boy.
No, he's a Nargis
Vishal
Dutt
is
Road
a
guy.
Pedder Road boy.
Yeah,
Father was a
Nargis Dutt
builder.
Road.
Oh.
Was my contemporary in HR college. I was in
Okay.
Xavier's.
Ah,
Sundar
Dadlani.
Ghar.
He was a bit of a gangster. Great fun.
acha.
He went from a gangster to being a left liberal.
quite a trajectory.
What a trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, the gangster world was disappointed.
And Vishal composed the Aam Aadmi Party's
2
title
second
song.
yeah.
Aam Aadmi Party is the best on Instagram, dude. They
Yeah?
make the best reels.
Okay.
Get Kejriwal on your show.
Yeah,
Be great.
he should.
Can you imagine? He'll tell you, aaj ne odd day hai.
अलग गाड़ी लेके आओ.
So then who was the next guy you went for?
So then we threw a firki at YRF and Saif Ali Khan said yes.
Oh, nice.
I love him for doing these new
He's
age
great.
things.
He's great chatter, no?
Mast admi.
He's a Brit guy. I like the English. He's an Englishman, all said and done.
Yeah.
He's got great deadpan sense of humor. And
He called.
Correct,
Is this
correct,
the
yeah.
episode where he called Karina to ask where they
Yes.
order lunch from?
Yeah. It was so like us, like, hello, wifey, where do we order? She's like, Swiggy.
Swiggy, the cheaper one. I tell you, these guys. Zomato.
And then she's like, the Chinese place. He's like, I know the Chinese place. And then, which is the Chinese place?
Wow. This sounds really like my family.
Yeah.
Trying to find
Yeah.
a name.
Yeah.
You go through all kinds of things.
And no. So then
Which was
she's
the
like,
place, by the way?
Royal. So then he
Royal
said the
China.
Royal China chef. So he's moved. He's gone to something called Kwai Kitchen.
Yeah, Kwai
Yeah,
Kitchen.
yeah.
Very good.
Very good food.
But that's a mixed bag. Huh? It's not
It is.
Chinese per se.
It's not
Matlab, it's all
OG
South Asian.
and not Indian. Michka.
It's I think Indians like that, a mixed bag. Do
Yeah.
you care? When you go to a South Asian restaurant in India, whatever, then they give you all the mixed cuisine. Like a little bit is Vietnamese, a little bit is Burmese, a little bit is
Korean, Japanese.
Yeah. I don't care.
I had umami mein parso all three. Like
Yeah.
thoda dim sum, thoda sushi.
went from mami to
bibimbap.
umami.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
something. Umami is Parsi only.
Yeah.
Parsi is making Oriental food. You want to think about that.
I just remember him as a great caterer. So
He's like, Kunal went for, we have this friend, happens to be a Muslim guy. He got married. We went Mahim, big wedding and all that. And the biryani was fantastic. It was really good. Very different from what, and we are
Yeah,
biryani
yeah,
experts. And enjoying everything, eating it. And he said, I want to be the caterer. Caterer kaun hai?
huh.
So our friend says, of course, no problem, sir. Aja. And we go into the kitchen to meet the caterer. The caterer standing there, one guy. So he says, and he thinks that everybody's Urdu speaking here, so he tries his bad Hindi and says, देखिए जनाब, ये बहुत बढ़िया खाना है.
मशक्कत किया है अपनी मशक्कत.
जबरदस्त खाना है. All that, easily. I mean, everyone can see out struggling. Just be normal, no, that's out. And he says, आपका नाम क्या है? Card तो दे दो कम से कम. So the guy takes out the card. Kunal reads it. Samant? Which bloody Samant can make biryani? He throws the card and walks out. I'm like, you can't say that. You cannot say that.
A little reverse racism. over
Reverse
there.
racism. But without batting an eyelid, he was so disappointed. If you have a nice Muslimi sounding name, you can't make biryani out. Samant. He was like, how dare you?
Which is perfect. But I'm Hyderabadi, so हमारे लिए biryani is
You
like
are
sacred.
nothing.
Yeah.
You are so mixed, you can choose what you want
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. I go to Kolkata and I'm like, I like this biryani also.
I think you're ready for
Interesting.
politics. He can be anything. He's got some 7-8 antecedents to claim.
Sure. Yeah.
Including Hyderabad Science Technology Group.
Yeah. So the show essentially also became about food
See how he
because
tells
I'm a
you
big
Abbas.
foodie.
He's off me.
Right.
And-
yeah, I mean, you always ask them what their favorite food is.
Yeah,
and,
because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm like, कुछ नया जगह पता लगे ना. Because you're trying the same old food every time you're going to the similar kind of restaurant.
Yeah.
Now these guys are telling you, so you're like, उधर चले गए अभी.
But you also stop at places and get food with these
Can I-
celebs.
That's risky. So we
Exactly.
just try
right.
it.
You mentioned Baman is not a food lover. He doesn't care. So I don't know what he told you.
No, wafer.
Baman is one of the rare people. No, that all is there in his background, but he doesn't really care about food. So in the sense that everybody gets so excited, yahan se, wahan se, it doesn't matter to him. I'm honestly telling you.
But Mumbai Central mein there's a place that doesn't have a name but serves the best kebabs. Where his father.
Sarvi.
Sarvi, yeah, Sarvi.
So Sarvi.
What doesn't have a name? It's world famous.
नहीं, but बाहर ऐसा signage वाइनेज नहीं है इतना बड़ा
Dude,
ना.
you don't ask him. He grew up in the area.
But like if you're not from Bombay,
Yeah,
then for
yeah.
you it's like Sarvi किधर ढूंढेगा ना Google
Right,
में वैसा
right.
कैसा.
Are you mad? There's
Exactly,
nobody in
a town
South
in
Bombay
talks like
non-veg
that.
guy who
It's
doesn't
still
know
very
Sarvi.
word of mouth kind of
No,
a
but how
place.
will you not know?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if you're a proper carnivore, if you're not a carnivore, then you know.
No, but if you're a proper townie, is like how you'll speak right now.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
Sarvi. Like,
I was insulted. I felt Kenji, cool. I was like, Samant! I was like, my Samant moment happened, yaar.
how do they not know Sarvi?
I swear my mother, he threw the card. Huh? And the poor Samant, innocent guy, is making good biryani on top of that.
I'm
This
actually going
country
to
sucks.
Google Saman caterers now. I'm curious.
But it's a great, this is actually the secularism of India.
Of
The
course, yeah.
Maharashtrian guy called Samant is making great biryani and we don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm sad to say we don't deserve this country. Oh, that's true.
But essentially, that's what happened. Like, everybody talks about food. So did Baman.
Yeah.
And he spoke about it because it was one of those things that his father did, he does, and now his kids also do.
Yeah. No, his kids love food, especially
Yeah.
Kayosi,
Yes.
the one who's in films and all. He
Yes.
loves food. So I'll give him that.
I have a
But
couple of questions. So,
sorry.
How do you make the guest list one? And
Yeah.
is the route decided beforehand when you drive around with them? And thirdly, has it ever happened that you've run out of conversation and the shoot is still going on?
Have you run out of tag on the Wali ceiling?
We have, yes, but I'll come to that. So the guest list is in the beginning was Jo Mil Gaya Kar Lo,
Right.
and it was
But
mostly
you got a
like
big list. You got Bollywood A-list.
Now, of course, people are coming to promote stuff and
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah,
The first guy was stoned. He was
before
promoting-
Saif.
He was
Yeah,
promoting
yeah.
what? Cocaine.
God
I
knows.
don't know.
Who's the
Probably
guy?
like hara bhara stuff, but we don't want to talk
He'll
about
tell
it.
us
But
off air.
allowed in 14 states of America?
I have no idea.
Acha.
In Canada, they've started delivering now. Like Uber will come and
so
deliver.
then that's not that bad. It's going to legalize here as well. It's a matter of time. He's talking about marijuana.
Ah, okay. I couldn't tell.
Jadi booties.
Yeah, that's the other name.
So essentially, the guest list now becomes a thing where the audience is, and it's amazing because they can talk to you, right?
Yeah.
They'll reply. They're like, "Isko kyun nahi leke aaya abhi
Oh,
tak?"
nice. Demand.
Inko leke aao.
Demand. Public demand.
And we're like, we've tried. We've really tried. Like Jackie Dada को मैं ही phone करके बोला बिडू आइए ना
He'll be
please.
good. He'll be great.
He'll be the best, right?
Come to our area because you grew up in Walkeshwar.
We have to.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have
you
to. So like Kolaba Causeway जाना ही पड़ेगा.
Not Kolaba, the Walkeshwar area.
Oh, it's more
Where the Chief
Walkeshwar?
Minister's VIP movement is making us so proud to be Maharashtrian.
Yes.
That even
So
Samant
that
the
area will
caterer
come.
has left. He said enough is enough. Kunal का insult ठीक है, but ये नहीं चलेगा.
Right.
So the guest list is also a lot of times a lot of what people are asking us. A lot of times it is what we want to do. Sometimes it's like, you know, as cinephiles, you're tripping on somebody. You're like, अरे भाई ये public को जयदीप अहलावत चाहिए यार. You know, he's like done these great films. 9 रस किया उन्होंने एक show में लेके आते.
You're partial to the filmmaker, huh?
I'm partial to the filmmaker for sure. Like
So
sometimes.
we discuss truths. So
Yeah.
there's you partition the actor and the creator.
Yeah.
So there's Sparsh
I mean, with
Sparsh is
actors-
nodding. Sparsh is nodding. You know what we're saying here, right? So एक side पे filmmaker, maestro, एक side पे truth. That's what we are saying here.
no,
See,
like-
look, he's so happy. Finally, somebody speaks my language.
One of my favorite episodes was Kabir Khan. I think
I love that guy. He's great.
I asked him for a job by the end of it.
Why do you ask him a job?
I'm like, sir, AD.
He's a drinking companion. He's a
Oh,
guy you
yeah?
can hang with and talk to. Yeah.
Oh damn! But his
Can
life
discuss anything.
with documentary filmmaking and my life, I could relate with. He'd except he's gone to Afghanistan and all. I've gone to like Dharavi.
History crazy, huh?
He's super.
I think
super.
Arab-Israel politics is next for him. You have to be
Kuch
careful.
all, kuch all.
I hope he comes back alive because he wants to go to
Yeah.
controversial areas and yeah. It's so
but-
strange to be so sincere in a country like India, sometimes making what is called Bollywood products.
Yeah,
Sometimes you want to waste your time. Yeah.
But the thing is, with Kabir Khan or the other makers like Hansal Mehta, we've sat with, or I don't know if any other directors have come on the show, but
He's a parallel cinema guy. He goes
Yeah,
back to
kind
the
of.
slightly
I mean,
more
he's done.
realistic cinema.
He now does almost. He's done good stuff, which is considered mainstream also now. Scam.
Whatever you say,
92.
he's done his own thing.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
never
yeah,
buckled down and said,
obviously.
okay, I'm going to have an item number.
and
Yeah,
he's making
yeah,
another scam series
Yeah.
and another film and all of those
I've
things.
done an
But
ad with him, by the way, guys. What is the product? With Malaika. Laila Majnu was the concept, and I was obviously Mudge. What was the biscuit? A toffee. It was a MR toffee maybe.
Okay.
do you make like a really
Exactly, all
face?
that, all that, brother. You know what it is. This is
Perfect.
90s in Khalsa College we shot.
Oh, super.
And my mom and my aunt came with my results for TYBA and that I had passed. And my mom, being old-fashioned, brought a balloon. And I was trying to...
Now you're enjoying the chocolate even more for camera.
I'm like a 21-year-old guy, 21-year-old guy with young girls, lots of young girls. You know, I'm studying my sub-exam like the alpha there. They're shooting the thing. And Malaika was also upcoming model. Nobody really knew. So I'm like, all these women getting a lot of attention. You know, your voice goes deeper now, two octave down. You're the Amitabh of Khalsa. All that's going. And my mother comes with the balloon and says, Sailu, you passed. So मेरा माचो गिरी गया विंडो के बाहर.
Super. But moms have like a capability
And
to
you
do
can't
it.
say anything.
Yeah.
It's the one slap in the face which you just have to take. It's the way it is. I was so disappointed I passed that day. I can't tell you. Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Did any woman call you back?
Nothing ever
No,
worked.
so that's
But in your head for 5 minutes,
Then you
have this
actually
Diwali-
became Majnu.
Yes.
When nobody was giving you attention.
that way. Well done. The unrequited lover.
Yeah.
So guest lists
Coming
are
from him.
a lot of time the guest list is my editor also.
Okay.
So like Jay Mehta, I'll call him out because the guy just says no, we shouldn't do. No, not.
But can you
not
tell us
eligible.
what the criteria is? You think this person will be talkative, not talkative?
The journey is very important.
Okay.
So why should talkative be an issue, bro? Even if he's
Because
not
it's a
talkative,
talk
it
show
should
at
be
the end
fun.
of the day, right?
Unless he's not talking at all. I'm saying people should just be themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you want. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a heavy talker. He doesn't need actually, I would put a lighter talker with you, right?
Correct.
I would be like you and me.
Like Huma and
No,
I
understand.
went on like we did, and people have written they're rambling like idiots, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh okay, that's
But
the
you're
show.
letting
maybe.
the guy complete the sentence. Now, you and me get on well because you're mature.
And I barely get to speak.
No, I mean about the... Hey, Laila, bankar.
But the guest list is amazing because there's a lot of factors. But journey agar rahega na public ka, so then it's really easy because they'll have stories from here, there, everywhere. And like Baman is a delight.
Right.
But you can't always get a Baman.
Yeah.
And like...
Baman's stories never end. So you could do 500.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and
There'll
he's
be
a real
guys
estate agent in town.
Yeah.
He like पहले इधर plot होता था, अभी इधर ये बन गया.
You're right. You're actually...
He either passing through Baikla, he sees some car model ka cartoon on there and he goes on 5 minutes about the car model.
From
So,
Dadar to Navy Nagar, he'll drive you
Yeah.
nuts. Because his references will be ridiculous and all accurate. Huh?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, amazing. Yeah.
And is the route decided beforehand?
So the route is a lot of times decided beforehand because sometimes we want to derive stories and
Right.
From
know,
their
like-
past and all that. Shit,
yeah, or Saif went and learned how to chop things for a chef film that he'd done, right?
Chef grew up in England, so you'll have to drive really far.
No, like in Bombay, but he lived in Carmichael Road. Like I can't go to Carmichael from Andheri
Right.
West.
Of course you can.
Yeah, but like it'll take forever and he doesn't have the time.
Now you know what life's like.
Yeah. So essentially, we're probably trying to include routes like with Ajay Devgan. We went to the OG like.
So his in-laws are all Carmichael Road.
Yeah.
Ajay Devgan.
No,
So you could have
no.
picked him up and dropped the set. How much?
No. He's gone and done the back
I think
road
their
of the.
surname is Samantha.
I don't know.
On one side, yeah, if I remember correctly.
I have
you
no
think there's a
idea.
connection?
We'll have to figure.
Yeah.
So Ajay Devgan talks about the Choli fight that he's had and you know how people came and it became a huge fight and all those things. And that was pure luck. But we knew कि इस रास्ते पे उनकी कहानी होंगी. तो उधर रास्ता ले लिया ऐसा. And a lot of times it's very impromptu. Because it's raining, it's coming down and how Mumbai type. And then you're just doing a round and with Abhishek Bachchan he just wanted to go around JVPD. But in that also he had so many stories.
I relate to that. He just wants to be near home.
Yeah.
So he can get off the morning sad enough. Like the show's not ending.
And he kept saying hi to all his guards. He's like, "Oi, kaam kar rahe na? Oi, kaam kar rahe na?" All three homes.
So he does stand-up comedy for the employees. Yes. That's a heart. You went with your social projects and you went to America and all that. You can see that. That's a beautiful touch. You do that with IVM with your Russian accent.
I know, yes.
It brings a smile to
This
everybody's
is my
face.
audience right here.
Yeah. Because they've never been beyond...
The office,
forget
actually.
Bhiwandi is far enough. Yeah.
No, so
And have you ever run out of conversation like that? Has there been awkward moments?
yes. But I love silences and sometimes we're just looking at which camera is ours.
Have you
that
ever,
camera is
by
ours.
mistake, instead of reaching for the gear, touched the guy?
I have automatics luckily.
You've not had one manual?
Nothing. Never.
Just
ever.
planned in advance.
Yes.
Damn it.
Because it's a bunch
You
of
missed
work.
Something great.
It's a bunch of work in Mumbai. You're driving. There's traffic.
yeah.
There's 3 cameras that are rolling, and you're supposed to make sure that they're
But you
rolling.
know, since I grew up with the shift, I actually am more comfortable with the shift. I know that because I keep forgetting it's an automatic.
Oh, I love the shift because you
Yeah.
get the power
It's
in
just
your hand, right?
Like you're subconsciously driving. For me, it's that because that's the way you're trained. It's always the way you're trained. Like even in cricket or whatever. If you're drunk and I make you back, you'll go back to your fundamental way of coming forward,
Yeah,
going back,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You can't change that.
No,
So
but
the
Mumbai
automatic is
traffic,
the
you're on
problem.
first gear. You're like just clutch and brake then otherwise,
Yeah,
no?
that's true.
Which you don't want.
That's true. But yeah, why spoil it? It's not like we have enough money for automatics. Forget it. Yeah, leave it.
Is
Okay.
there a preferable time of day you shoot? Because I
always
always try and
want-
figure what time you're shooting. Because many a times, like you mentioned, you go out with the celebs also and you choose your spot so
Yeah,
there's not
yeah.
much crowd. But I always wonder कि कहाँ ले जा रहे हैं जो
So there
भीड़
are
नहीं
two
है.
types. There's the morning type is the Patanjali guys,
Haan.
Akshay Kumar and myself. And the
Okay.
rest all want to work at night.
Yeah.
So
You did a
he's-
Dulquer episode at night
It ended up
recently.
trickling into the night.
Ah, okay.
So we were dropping him back to his hotel.
Ah, okay.
So sometimes it's like we'll do
What
airport
cheap
drops.
guys, yaar. They want to be dropped. हम करेगा show. They want to save the Uber. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so.
And then they claim conveyance. I know these guys. Yeah.
No, we've had the 7 a.m. Patanjali with Apar Shakti.
Yeah.
We drove him to the airport.
Huh.
With Dolly Singh, who's a friend now, but like we drove her to
Dolly
the
Singh,
airport.
yeah. She's been on the podcast.
Has she?
yeah.
Get her.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
good. I'll
Everybody's
give you the
looking at
number.
each other. Yes, actually.
No. And we Upper Shakti we should get. He's great fun. He's a cricket lover. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, but you'll go mad.
Apparently
He's
he's-
like you. Like he'll go bam, bam,
No,
bam,
Baba,
bam,
he's
bam,
more
bam.
the most talented brother in the family. I heard.
Yeah.
क्या बात है? Blow the horn.
Now we've cancelled out the other brother from coming to
He'll
the
come.
to the
My
show.
junior from MTV. In India, we should fake respect for the older people always.
Of course, yeah.
Especially as they get more famous, then they will give more fake respect in your face. Ah! Okay, we have to end this.
Yes, I just want to mention some of my favorites. So Javed Jafri, Baman Irani, Swara Bhaskar, Kabir Khan. I think
So all liberals, left of center. Straight away, Abbas has put a political agenda to this. Like, why didn't I hear Anupam Kher? Why was Anupam Kher not mentioned?
I would love to hear Anupam.
Yeah,
Kher.
if he comes on, she should be
Should
there.
get him on. You balance the show up. It's very left of center, yeah.
We're trying to.
Yeah.
They don't talk much politics in the.
They never
On
do.
the-
It'll be
They're also
odd.
told
Except for
not
Kabir
to.
Khan.
They also told
Oh,
not
okay.
to.
Right, of course.
It'll also be a little difficult, right? If you're discussing Rajma Chawal and then suddenly he says, but Delhi should have a change of government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But super fun because they get relaxed. It's like we're in a car, you're looking around.
But
it's
with the
chill.
Volvo thing also, I noticed after 5-10 minutes, people once they chill, they're totally different.
Right, yeah.
And
yeah,
it's an organic conversation after
Yeah,
that. You don't
yeah.
worry too much. Shit happens and whatever. Unless the guy's a prick. Then occasionally you'll get a prick who's just not in a
I've
happy
had a
mood.
bully. I've had a solid
Huh?
bully. Yeah. She was so rude.
Woman?
Yeah.
I'd take a female bully to a male who's fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't mind.
That's your personal
Okay,
preference.
so quick, before we end. So who's this woman?
I can't say.
This Baba, people will immediately log in. People are going mad now. They want
Yeah.
the name. Please stay now.
Yeah.
How many females have been on?
A lot
A
of
bunch.
Oh shit! So we can't narrow it.
But
Actress?
people know.
Actress?
People know. In the comments,
Singer?
people know.
Singer?
No. Artist. Actor.
Actress, female, actor, whatever. Oh, sorry, actor. And age group over 30.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know her age.
She's young. She's probably under 30.
Under 30. No, that's an important point. Okay. Lead film actress or more like
Lead.
out and out lead. This is a big name.
Anyway,
That's
you wanna plug something? Any upcoming episodes?
Oh, dude, there's a new show I've started called The Male Feminist because I think.
we were talking about this in the show before actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's a man trying to evolve, open up, understand,
Or when
listen.
you have alpha women, you just become that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's what happens
that's
to
also
me.
true. But
I don't want to be a feminist, but I don't have a choice.
no, but it's amazing, right? Like if you can, because abhi apna the household conversations happen and they're like, "Arey, ye feminism wala angle mat lao." You know, somewhere I want to say ki, "Acha, theek hai." Listen to them. Try to understand.
There's always in the right wing movement, there's a guy who doesn't really want to do it, but he feels peer pressure. Everybody's saying,
Yeah.
immigrant ko hatao and all that. You think, immigrant. Just like that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to go to the AMAs. So, Mashable India is where you can find Bombay Journey. And where can one find the new show that you're doing?
How to fly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the AMAs. First question comes from Yash Jain. Yash says, "Hey Siddharth and Cyrus, looking forward to the episode eagerly. My question to Siddharth is the most cliched one, but I really want to know who has been the most fun chat for you on your show so far,
Yeah,
the
that's
Bombay
a tough
Journey. If you can give us your
good
top
story.
three.
Yeah, good story. So
Yeah.
Kunal Kemu, the guy never opened up. For 45 minutes, we drove
loves
from
bikes.
Bandra. Wait for
Yeah.
it. So Bandra to ceiling CM movement, VIP movement is happening, full ceiling block. So Haban khada hai. There's some oldies recognize him, but he's like, they're like, "Oh, आपको देखा है but किधर देखा नहीं मालूम." So he's like, "हाँ देखा होगा, मैं वो है मैं." And then somehow that moment opened him up the most, and then we spoke about how this happens. And then we spoke bikes, of course, and he spoke about a lot
I
of other
did a
things.
film with him. I love the guy. He's great fun.
He's super chill.
But he may be a little introverted. I can get that if you don't
Yes,
know him.
yes.
So yeah, you have to warm them up. It's like an engine. You got to warm up.
Correct.
But he's a nice guy.
But
Trust
he
me.
needed the longest
Yeah.
opening kind of
Maybe you
time
didn't
up.
give him enough bhav in the beginning and he felt a little rejected.
Oh no, I always tell them the one thing that I like from their career or filmography.
Oh, you did all that.
Yeah, I do all of that.
How can I doubt that he would have done that? He was nice to me. In fact, I remember his opening lines were, "Hi, Sajid." You find that funny? Huh? How can a
Of course.
salmon make a biryani? I tell you.
Do you have a top three? So
yeah,
far?
so Divendu is next.
Okay.
Very real, I could relate to him. Maybe also middle class boy, small town here and there, everything. And Bhuvan Bam was interesting, but I like from the women, Shriya Pelgaonkar is a friend.
Okay.
So for her, it was like, "Hey,
She has
is
been
your
on the
dad
show.
around?"
She has been on the show. Huh.
Yeah, she's been.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Is your dad around? Can we get him?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, let's try." And then we actually did end up getting
Did he
Sachin
sing?
sir. Huh?
Was he singing?
He sang, of course. Why wouldn't he
Why
sing?
wouldn't he sing?
Wow, I mean, I
it's
have
a
to
car,
make sure.
Car drive is where you sing if you like singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stop the guy.
They chorused and then they
Yeah.
were really good also.
She was great. I had a great show with her as well.
Okay, next one comes from Swati Sachdeva. Hello there, Cyrus and Siddharth. Siddharth, as well as we all know, Cyrus doesn't prep at all for Cyrus Says.
No.
Sorry, Cyrus, but I would love to know from you that is this the case with you as well, or do you have a certain way of
Firstly,
prepping
this is
for the
written-
Bombay Journey?
This email is basically sent by Sparsh. Anyone can make up a female avatar. It's done all over the world.
Yeah, Swati, Sparsh.
Yeah, exactly. Should we have at least worked hard? At least we had a nice name, like Shvetanguri
Yeah.
or something totally different.
I know a Yash Jain and a Swati Sachdeva.
So she's just irritating
These
you.
are my friends. Okay, mera plug hai.
Damn.
No,
But
so
what's your prep?
dude, I have.
Depends on
It's
the
an
guy.
extensive prep. It's an extensive. I love research, right? मैं तो geek है ना. Full पढ़ाई करके आता है मैं. But उसमें भी मेरा research team बहुत हक देता है. It's just like they make up errors like the first episode with Saif. They had his character name wrong.
Oh.
So I'm like, your character, blah blah blah.
Luckily, he
Like,
won't remember the character, so it's okay. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, no, he remembered. Of course, he done the film just then. He's like, no, he's called this. And then they've done errors like Tapsi's father is a real estate agent, but he'd worked in a finance department of a real estate company.
Okay.
So sometimes it's also misreportage and like a lot of newspapers and taking up stuff from
Do you
students.
have a earpiece while driving?
Nothing.
How can you have a earpiece, Papa? He'll bang the car.
Yeah.
It's against law. He can't say it also. He does have. He has a earpiece and a rear piece. Just in case
But
he drives
no
fast.
notes, nothing while.
So I have under the AC vent, I have some keywords written.
Okay.
But with Shefali Shah, I forgot to paste this thing. So first 45 minutes were my own like insights and
Right.
so I have a lot of my insights.
So
my
if you
fanboy
do a show with
moments.
Kunal Vijay, just keep there. How can Samant make a biryani?
Yeah, that's
Just keep it down there. At some point, you segue to that and ask him as a Maharashtra, as a proud Maharashtrian, how could you say that?
Yeah.
What? And he was fuming for the next 10 minutes. Sir.
He was my reference point for a full series we done on Curly Tales with MP.
Oh.
Yeah, he was my reference
Curly
point.
Tales was also on the show. Yeah.
Kamya was on the show? Yeah,
yeah.
super.
She was very good. But again, this is during the pandemic year, so we couldn't get them face to face.
Oh, I remember this, yes.
And all the women, not face to face, all the fucking men.
Shifari took you for vada pav to her office after the.
She's super kind.
And then she made you pay because she's a shark.
The next one comes from Gaurav Sharma. What's up, guys? Cyrus and Siddharth. If both of you had to pick a movie character that you could play, which one would it be and why? Starting
This is
with
a
you.
tough one. Like, I would love to play Jajantram Mantram. Like,
Chamunda.
Yeah, Chamunda, bro. Like,
So in Bollywood, I would pay Anthony Gonsalves. I think greatest character ever. Because I mean, he's the skinniest, lankiest, non-macho-looking man in the world, and he beats up Vinod Khanna. I mean, gets beaten up by Vinod Khanna.
I watched
And he
Amar
comes
Akbar
on
Anthony
screen.
in the
I love
theatre
Amar Akbar Anthony.
recently. They
Yeah,
re-released
they
the
did.
films.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Full House,
I-
CT and everything.
I thought they released it and called it only Amar.
Okay, moving on. Last question from Sanchit Arora. Did we get... okay, Chamunda. Sanchit
Samantha
Arora...
is a Sri Lankan bowler.
No, I think the villain was also called the Giant
Oh,
from
yeah, no, it's
Jajantram
no dialogues,
Mamantaram.
right? When you don't have any dialogues and you have to emote, that's really tough acting for me.
Yeah.
That's the show.
The actor who plays him, Joy, was in the studio and he's like the most
The
gentlest,
fat Joy.
kindest. Yeah.
The theatre guy, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Kindest guy, yeah.
Yeah, usually because he's fat, you take it.
No,
No, I
his
mean, he
demeanor is
played
like
a
Sabu.
freaking
He's like
racist you
tall.
Mera jaisa mota
He
aadmi
played a
hai.
Rakshas in that movie and children were literally
What
scared.
can we give Joy? Have you seen him? How many times are you going to get a chocolate boy role? We can't give him. He's 300 pounds.
That's the roles he's talking about. That's all
He's
you
not-
could play
he's
back
different.
then when you were large.
Joy is like Joy. Okay?
Yeah.
Joy is like Navi Mumbai, Thane, Joy. Come on.
Sanchit Arora says, Hey Siddharth, absolutely love the Bombay Journey series. Kudos to you for that. Can you tell us a little bit about the hashtag Cinema for Change project?
Oh wow, somebody's asked about that. Yeah, this whole thing which I was doing, this whole like on social entrepreneurship, I started realizing that brands will pay for this shit. So we did something known as Transforming Lives because Dharavi mein, there is a school, okay, jidhar iska naam Khadda School hai.
Ooh.
Why? Because there was a big khadda and people would jump and kill themselves.
Oh my God.
Oh, so it's really dark. So the kids would be scared of going to the school because they thought they'll also fall.
Right.
La la la. Parents would be scared. So like, what can you do? So I just went there multiple times to see how it was, and the attendance would be like, if there's 600 registered children, 200 log aate the. So we painted the whole school. We got an artist from Goa, Shalu Sharma, and she did the whole school up. She got kids to do it up. The attendance went up 2x. Like, I have goosebumps right now while saying this, but
I think he's too socially poignant to be on our show. I'm far too insensitive for this whole business.
Oh, you realize 50 minutes in.
The moment he says children, I'm like, I hate them. And then the story is a really beautiful one.
and then BMC called us and they were like, can you do the school opposite?
Kya
opposite
baat
also?
hai.
So
Yeah.
it was super
So
fun.
you will be doing their job. You realize that, right? Yeah. Good work, beta. Now keep going down the street.
No, so then I called up, like I figured out there are other artists who are doing. So Delhi Street Art, Yogesh Saini is doing a similar kind of work. So we highlight their stories. So Cinema for Change is basically saying, if I could capture all of this on camera and
How would it
disseminate
help?
for the mass
Yeah, yeah,
media, then maybe there'll be more money's pouring in.
Because we believe in helping as well. Anything you want, Abbas is here.
Yeah,
He'll
I'm
be
ready.
there on call.
Yeah.
Do something.
I thought all these South Mumbai people he'll rally and like he'll get, and I'm like, yeah, paisa.
Bro, I'm already feeling love for Saif because he didn't want to drive from Andheri to Carmichael Road.
He's like, now I live in Bandra.
I mean, riots are happening, people are dying, pandemic, and we live in another world.
Yeah.
So, dur hai yaar. Pointless.
Yeah, that
we
brings
have
us
to
to the
stop
end of
because
the
I've
show.
got a
Yeah.
call from the Chief Minister's office saying
Yeah.
he's going to be moving.
Very
So I need to
important.
Oh,
get
really?
to the area fast. Yeah. Siddharth, lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much
can
for
you drop
having
me in
me.
your fancy car on the way out?
I don't. I have my own car, which is a compact SUV.
What SUV?
It's a compact SUV.
What is a compact? It's
Yeah,
G
they didn't
Compass.
pay me. I had to pay for the
Don't
car.
lie. I'll check it. I'll take pictures and put it online. Quickly tell me what car is it?
Kia Sonnet.
क्या किया? सबके सामने किया? या अंदर किया? Bye.
Okay,
You should
bye-bye,
do one
guys.
with Karan Johar where he does the equal amount of sexual content as you. But thank you so much for having me.
I might get a role. You bad.